So this is the same day as when the last video ended. And when I ended that video, you guys heard me say that from now on, I can bring in uh, refrigerators and freezers to be scrapped out. And of course, I will, get money from that. But they said that you know, they need to be taken apart and they need to have all the copper removed, all the freon, all this stuff. Which, as you guys know, I have the equipment and the ability to do that now, and that's why they had me sign that contract. So I came back here to my storage unit. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. Came back here to the storage unit, and since I now found out I can bring that stuff in, I thought that a good place to start with the stuff that's still left in here would be the refrigerator and the freezer. And I found out they are both 134A. So what I'm going to have to do today, I'm going to be here for a little while. I'm going to try to separate out some more of the AC units and stuff, and write down on these Post-it notes what kind of freon is in there. See if I might have some more in here that's 134A. I don't know if that's just the type that's meant for refrigerators and freezers, or if it can be used in AC units as well. So if you guys know the answer to that, feel free to leave a comment down below. But also, when I get home, I need to go through all of that equipment that I had done the unboxing of, and make sure that equipment is capable of extracting the 134A. I should say recovering the 134A. If it is, great. I can come in here and start getting this stuff ready to go, because there's going to be a motorcycle and stuff stored in here, so I need to make room. But I thought the refrigerator and freezer would be a good place to start. Anyway, I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to start sorting the AC units and the dehumidifiers, and I will let you guys know what I find out. I'm at a good stopping point today, I think. So I got these two labeled. As you can see, the top ones are 22. The bottom one there was two different Freon, whatever you want to call them, types listed on the sealed unit, which were R32 and R410A. So I looked up online to see, what I should do. And online it says that if there's two different Freon types listed on the sticker, then you should go with whatever the newer type was. And in this case, it's the R410A. And then over here, I labeled these three dehumidifiers. Let's see, I've got R22, R410A, and this one, I couldn't find anything on the sticker, so I looked up online to see, what was listed, and it said R134A and R513A, and then, just like, that one down there, the R513A is newer, so I'm assuming that's what's in there. But again, I don't really know, because the original would have been the R134, and there was no indication on this that anything had been swapped. So it could still be the R134A. I'm not really sure. Anyway, if you know the answer of what it could be, leave that in the comment section down below, because I would really love to know. I hope that I don't accidentally mix Freon types in the holding tank, because I'm not really sure. That one, I know what I should do, because that one had the two listed on the tag. So I'm just going to go with the newer one. This one, I'm not really sure. And then, of course, I did tell you guys what those were. The refrigerators are 134, so is the freezer. So, I was hoping that I was hoping that, these were all going to be fairly, that they're going to be the same. And then I would just have to use one tank, but unfortunately that's not the case. So what I'm going to have to do is go home and write down, or I'm going to have to write down the different Freon types before I leave here, and then go home and make sure that my vacuum pumps that I have can work for all these different types. Otherwise, I'm going to have to kind of pick and choose, where I'm going to start with. Well, I'll have to start with whatever one the vacuum pumps will accept, if they don't accept them all. I know that I'm going to have more than one tank. I might have to get some different lines too. I'm not really sure. I know I have the purge feature on my vacuum pump, or an extractor, I should say. I have the purge feature on that, which will definitely help out. But I'm just going to have to kind of play it by ear. Anyway, stay tuned. As I have previously mentioned, I'm now going to be sponsoring my own videos. So here is my book that I wrote called Letters to My Daughter. It is available in paperback as well as ebook format. It's $12 if you would like to order paperback. I believe it's $5 or $6 for ebook. It is 42 pages long, so it's not a long read. But anyway, the overview says, a down on his luck and devoted family man struggles to do what is right for both him and his daughter. Through writing a series of letters directed towards his daughter, he explains why he ultimately did what he had to do. But what is it exactly he had to do? The only true way to find out is to read the letters exactly as they were written. In a sense, you will be taken on the exact same journey that both he and his daughter have embarked on. Come along as the writer takes you through a series of misguided steps in murder and mystery as he begins to unravel what has happened to his daughter. Can he find her before it is too late? And then there's, of course, a little bio about myself. And I will leave a link to this Amazon listing in the video description down below. So you can feel free to check it out. By purchasing either an ebook or paperback, you will be ultimately helping out my YouTube channel. Anyway, back to the video. Today is November 5th, and I am back at the storage unit, and I had forgotten about this wine cooler that I had picked up, I want to say around 3 years ago. It needed a temperature regulator, and I never got around to actually putting one in. So I thought, well, I don't think I'm ever going to get around to it. So I'm going to, recycle it. I'm going to pull the Freon out and everything else. So I got here to the storage unit this morning, and I checked to see what type of Freon it takes. And it is the 134A, which is the same as this one and this one and the freezer. So what I'm going to do is I've got 4 AC units I'm going to take apart and check the Freon content in those as well. And then after I've got an idea of everything, then I can start pulling stuff apart, taking the Freon out. And last night, as I said I was going to do, I went home and I double checked, and the equipment that I ordered is capable of all of the different types of Freon I have come across so far. Obviously, I can't put every single type of Freon in the holding tank that I have, so I will have to order more holding tanks. But I think as far as the equipment itself goes, as long as I do a proper cleaning and purging the system, I don't think I'm going to have any contamination, or at least if I do, it's going to be very, very minimal. So that's where things are at right now. I'm going to start taking this stuff apart, and I will let you know what I come up with. This here is my company website, bellplanejunkremoval.com. You can see right here it says save 10% on your next service. And then there's a spot right here where people can email to claim that offer. I'm going to exit out of there. And, you know, if you want to, you can scroll through here. I will leave the website in the description box down below. You can see all the different pictures of things that I've done in the past. You can see the different types of services offered. I'm not going to go into any detail about any of this stuff because that's not the point of this particular clip. The point of this clip is that if you have a business and you want a professionally designed website, I'm going to leave you an affiliate link for you to sign up for this particular company, which is Zing. And if you sign up, then I get a $50 gift card. I just wanted to make everybody aware of that I do get some type of compensation for people that use my link to sign up for their services. Anyway, back to the video. I did get my van fixed yesterday so I could get back to hauling stuff. So I had a job to do this morning, and I neglected to actually record it, unfortunately. But I just got done at the scrap metal yard, and what I ended up dropping off was 1,040 pounds of shred, 4 pounds of drop, and 39 pounds of sealed units. So one of the things I dropped off today was a refrigerator, and like I said before, I am able to now drop off refrigerators at the scrap metal yard provided they are drained, which basically means that the copper needs to be out of it, the sealed unit, that stuff, to have it ready. If it still has the sealed unit in the refrigerator or freezer or AC unit or whatever, I cannot bring it here because it still contains Freon. So anyway, I just had the one stop today, so I am done for the day. For the most part, I still have to go back to the storage unit today and pick up all that paint and get that out and drop that off at the local hazmat facility this afternoon, or I might do it on Saturday. I haven't quite decided yet. Anyway, stay tuned. Here's a little interesting side note on everything. As some of you may have noticed about the Freon holding tank that you saw me do the unboxing video of, some of you may have noticed, if you have been in this profession, that that particular tank is not DOT certified. Before I ordered it, I did not know that it wasn't DOT certified. And also, I didn't know that in order to sell your Freon and ship it through the mail, that it needed to be DOT certified. I didn't find that out until just a couple days ago. And then I went back on Amazon, which is where I ordered it from, and apparently I'm past the date of being able to return it and get my money back, which is unfortunate. I did find another supplier, not through Amazon, which is actually DOT certified. So all their tanks are DOT certified and they're stamped with the code. And it's like $10 cheaper than the one I bought on Amazon. I already know I'm going to have to pay like $10, maybe 15 or so for shipping. So I do understand that. So basically it's going to come out to be about the same. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to the tank that I ordered. And I'm not going to try to sell it or anything. I am going to use it. But here's how I'm going to use it. I'm going to take the first set of AC units, I believe, and then that refrigerator and freezer, and I am going to suck the Freon out and put them into that particular tank. And then once the new tank comes, I can use my machine and extract it from that tank into the new one. And I'm going to weigh everything and keep track of the weight. That way I know if I lose any weight in the process, because my understanding is that when Freon is reclaimed, I believe, there's usually, after they empty the tank, there's usually about a pound left. So I'm assuming that when I suck it out of that tank into the new one, it's probably going to be about the same. And then I know from that point moving forward, I can only put that particular type of Freon in that tank. But I don't see an issue with that. I don't plan on putting any other type of Freon in it. I'm going to write on the tank what type is in there. And then I'm just going to hold on to it. And then that way, anytime I go to send the DOT tank in, I've got a backup so I can keep things moving in the storage unit. You know, in fact, I'm actually thinking about ordering several more tanks that are like that. That way, like, again, I can keep things moving through the process, and I can take stuff out, put it into those tanks, and then that way, if I don't have a DOT tank on hand, I can, you know, store it in that tank that I order off Amazon, or those tanks that I order off Amazon, and then when the time comes, I can transfer them. You know, that way, I'm never left, you know, holding on to a bunch of stuff at one time. So I think that's probably the best plan. Anyway, I can see this is about 4.5 minute long clip. So I'm going to stop this and probably continue next week when I actually start pulling the Freon out. I do have some other jobs to take care of beforehand. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Helps me out.